Welcome to the No module of the Healthy Relationship and Marriage Education Training. This training module highlights the importance of learning and appreciating a partner's history, experiences, preference, hopes, and dreams, and using this knowledge to support one's partner. For more information about No, review Fact Sheet 1, listed on the module website below, as well as the original chapter, No, Getting to Know Your Partner Well, authored by Charlotte Shoup Olson, Alan Barton, Ted Futris, and Dave Schramm, and published in the National Extension Relationship and Marriage Education Model. As we review what No looks like in relationships, several tools and fact sheets have been developed to help you teach these concepts with your clients. Some of these tools will be referenced later on. If you haven't already printed these materials, you can access them on the website using the links below. Note that page 1 of each tool provides instructions for you to follow as you use the tools with clients. Page 2 can be copied and shared with clients as you see fit. Pause the video to review the fact sheets and tools. When you are ready, press play to continue. In this training module, we will talk about how knowing one's partner well has important implications for maintaining a satisfying, healthy, and long-lasting relationship. Know involves developing shared intimate knowledge to learn about each other and what each person brings to the relationship. Sharing hopes and dreams helps couples create and maintain stable, healthy relationships. Know applies to both singles, who may be starting the process of getting to know potential dating partners, and couples, whether married or not, who might be working to maintain a healthy relationship, and getting to know more about each other as they continue to stay in touch with what is going on in each other's lives. Before we begin discussing the concept of Know, let's take a moment to get to know the Johnson family. We will be using the Johnson family as a case study to give you a realistic view of the concepts covered in the No module. If you have completed Share or Manage, then you are already familiar with the family. If not, take a look at the genogram on the slide to familiarize yourself with the family. As you can see from the genogram on this slide, the Johnson family includes Victoria and Sean, who have 2 children, Jade and Orlando. Jade is Victoria's daughter from a prior relationship, and Jade's father is not presently involved in her life. Now let's watch this brief video to learn a little more about Victoria Johnson and her family.
Hi, I'm Victoria, and these are my kids, Jade and Orlando. We live here together, and we get by. I work as a CNA at a senior home. Not quite my dream job, but it does pay the bills. I have a boyfriend, Sean. He may be moving in with us in a couple of weeks. Kids, you want to introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Jade. I'm 11. I'm going to be in the 6th grade. And this is my little brother, Orlando. He's 4.
Orlando's holding a picture of his dad. You want to show the picture? That's Sean. Like I said, he should be moving in with us in the next couple of weeks. We're excited. I don't know. Sean and I have had some rough times. I guess just being young and not knowing how to make things work. There was a time when I had to ask Aunt Hannah to keep the kids until I could get myself together. But I'm in a better place now, and, well, Sean and I are committed to being a family, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've met Victoria and the children. I'm Angela, the social worker, and I'll be working with Victoria and Sean as they try to work through some of the issues in their relationship. I'm hearing both good and bad things about how their relationship is going. It's especially important that their decision to live together is a good one because they are children in the home.
Let's take a moment to process what we just saw in this video. What are some thoughts or questions that come to mind after seeing the video? How do you feel about Victoria's decision to possibly let Sean move in with her and her family? As you continue through the No module, keep Victoria and her family in mind. We will revisit them later in this module. to apply some additional concepts and tools that might be helpful. Would you hesitate before you accepted a ride in a stranger's car? You would probably think twice. Children learn about stranger danger and the importance of not getting into cars with strangers. But as adults, we sometimes forget to heed similar advice when we meet someone new. Going without knowing can be dangerous. Sometimes getting into a car with a stranger helps a person escape a bad situation. For example, if your car broke down on the highway, then you might be more likely to accept a ride from a stranger. In the same way, entering a relationship with a person without knowing very much about them can sometimes seem like a good idea. For example, a young single mom might have troubles she is trying to escape. She might need better housing, financial help, or childcare. She meets someone new and ignores some negative qualities, such as drinking or violent behavior, in hopes that things will get better. Knowing very little about a potential partner, however, can be a recipe for problems. So when deciding to enter a relationship with an individual, it is important to have some basic background knowledge to protect oneself and one's family. When we are first introduced to someone, there are pretty common questions that are asked. For example, where are you from? Where do you work? And so on. When we start thinking about someone as a potential romantic partner, there are many other, deeper questions to consider that can help us decide whether or not pursuing a relationship is a good idea. The 10 Ps are a handy way to describe several important facets of a person's character and behavior. Elements such as a potential partner's personality, their passions, and their experiences with previous partners are just a few pieces of information a person should try to learn about a new partner. To help clients think about the types of things they might want to know about potential partners, refer to Know Fact Sheet number 3, Know the 10 Ps. This fact sheet lists some questions for individuals to think about when developing new relationships. You can pause this video to take a moment to review this fact sheet. When you are ready to continue, press play to advance to the next slide. Stable and satisfying relationships result from a commitment to constantly learn about each other. If we go a long time without talking to a friend, we often have to catch up with each other when we reunite. We might talk about all the important events that have happened since we last spoke. This is a reminder of how much can change over time. For this reason, it is important that couples stay in tune with each other by updating their knowledge about what is going on in their lives more regularly. If two people don't frequently talk and spend time together, they will naturally lose touch with each other and drift apart. Someone once defined true intimacy as "into me, you see." True intimacy is developed over time as couples build trust and get to know each other's thoughts and feelings at a personal level. This requires a willingness to put forth effort, as well as a willingness to be honest in one's self-disclosures. One useful metaphor for the process of knowing one another is love maps, which was developed by Dr. John Gottman. Love maps are developed as partners pay attention to details about each other's preferences, developing a good knowledge of their partner's world. A powerful predictor of relationship stability is how much detail partners know about each other. This includes little things like knowing each other's favorite TV show or favorite snack, as well as more important information such as each other's greatest ambition or most distressing childhood experience. All of these facts are significant points on the map. It is also important to keep love maps updated. It would be risky to take a cross-country drive using a map that was many years old. In the same way, partners should make the effort to stay current on each other's hopes and dreams. There is a tool that you can share with clients to help them identify important facts about themselves and see how well they know their partner. Take some time now to review Know Tool number 1, Love Maps. You can locate this tool on the website below. Pause the video now, then press play when you are ready to continue. Now that you are familiar with the Love Maps tool, let's take a look at how it could be introduced to a client. In the following video, Angela, a child welfare worker, introduces the tool to help Victoria think about her relationship with Sean.
Hi, Orlando.
He's a little shy,
Yeah.
but he's doing well. He's adjusting to preschool, and Jade's doing well too. 5 A's and a B last report.
Wow, that is great. Yeah, so he's liking school.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, good.
Sweetheart, why don't you go in the other room and find your sister? Okay? I'll be in there in a minute.
So how's your week going?
It's going fine. I just found out that they're throwing a birthday party for me next week.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah.
Have a happy birthday.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, what else is going on?
Well, Sean stayed last week, and we did the Love Maps 20, like you asked us to. It was fun. Found out a few things about each other that we didn't know. Sean likes to skate. I like to skate. And we found out that we used to go to the same skating rink growing up as a child. So we took the kids skating. We had a good time.
Oh, nice. So you're having family time where everybody can relax and have a little fun.
Yeah. We had a ball. Sean was the biggest kid of all of them. God, you should have seen him.
Well, it sounds like you all are using the tools and they're working for you. Are you seeing progress in the relationship?
Orlando is doing a lot better, and Jade is doing much better in school. They're both getting their sleep.
Good.
Might be kind of nice to have a man around the house. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, you sound a little hesitant.
Yeah, well, I remember how Sean used to be. I mean, all the girlfriends and his friends and just hanging out all the time. I'm just not sure I want to go back to that.
Yeah. Well, I keep thinking, how disconnected you've been because you've been apart for so long. So just trying to get to reconnect and learn each other and learn about each other, that can be a little tough. So you use the Love Maps and you found that helpful. Mm-hmm. I have another tool that you might be interested in using that could be fun and certainly, open up the discussion around your relationships.
Okay. I see here it says, talk about your partner's life, their thoughts, their feelings, what you expect in a relationship. Yeah. I don't know, might be fun. Never tried this before. Hey, do you think me having Sean move in is the right idea?
Well, now that's your decision. I would say, continue to use some of the tools and get to know each other again. Because you've had that distance in your relationship, it's going to take a little time. There's tension now and some stress in the relationship because of that time that you all have spent apart. So, but it's your decision.
Okay, well, we'll try this. Might be kind of fun. I don't know. Do you really think it'll help?
I do. I've used it with other families, and they have found it to be useful in their relationships.
All right, we'll try it.
Yeah. It's really important that Sean and Victoria get to know each other before making a commitment to living together. That relationship will make all of the difference in the world, especially because there are children in the home. They want to create an environment where the children are nurtured, can flourish, and can grow. Victoria and Sean have had a history of ups and downs in the relationship. They need to take a little time to get to know each other more deeply. That will require that they speak openly and honestly about the relationship, about their goals, and what they want in that relationship. Talking about their partnership with each other will make a difference for those children in the home.
Let's take a moment to process the video. What do you think about how Angela handled this situation with Victoria? Based on Victoria's story at the beginning of the video, in what ways did the Love Maps tool help Victoria and Sean's relationship? Though Victoria mentioned a small breakthrough in her relationship, she still showed uncertainty in her decision to let Sean move in. Victoria mentioned some things about Sean's past that made her a little apprehensive, such as dating and hanging out with his friends. If you haven't already taken a look at the other tools and fact sheets in this module, take some time now to do so. To view the tools, pause the video now and click the links on the website below. After you have reviewed the other tools, press play to continue. What other tools do you think Angela could have shared to help Victoria and Sean get to know each other better at this point in their relationship? What about the families or clients you work with? Can you think of some ways you could introduce the Know tools to help individuals as they get to know potential partners? How about couples who have been together for some time, but could still benefit from some of the concepts introduced in this module? You will continue to see that each of the modules in this training builds on the foundation laid by earlier concepts. Partner knowledge is a necessary component of caring, sharing, managing conflict, and other facets of couple relationships. The true purpose of having an accurate love map is to enable one to more effectively support one's partner. It is a fact of life that sometimes your partner might do things you don't like. The better you know them, the more accurate your love map, the more you can understand why they make their choices, even if you don't agree with those choices. This doesn't mean that just because we understand a person's reasons, we condone their behavior. Sometimes a person might do terrible things for reasons that make sense to them at the time. But their actions are still terrible. Partner knowledge simply helps individuals to understand their partners, to put their partner's choices into proper context, and then to offer loving support that is appropriate to that context. In conclusion, the principle Know emphasizes the importance of developing a deep, accurate knowledge about one's partner in order to better understand them and offer loving support. Developing a love map requires the effort of asking and listening to one's partner. This type of intimacy also requires one to be willing to self-disclose honestly, allowing oneself to be known as well as seeking to know one's partner. Getting to know one's partner well involves asking about his or her life, thoughts, and feelings. Being sensitive to his or her worries and needs. Recalling positive experiences together. Expressing sincere interest in his or her life. Revealing your thoughts and feelings. And discussing what you expect in the relationship.
Congratulations! You have completed Module 4, Know. Please proceed with Module 5, Care, which focuses on showing affection and respect and other caring behaviors that can help strengthen relationships. If you have any questions about this training or these modules, contact Dr. David Schramm from the University of Missouri or Dr. Ted Futris from the University of Georgia. Their contact information is provided on the right panel.